I don't get how people are YouTubers, and I keep having to start over and over and over again because I'm like I'm super awkward. I've tried and tried again to record this, and I keep being like, nope, that's horrible. Yep, delete, delete. I can't do this anymore. I'm making a scarf. I'm making a really cool scarf. It's the Very Hungry Caterpillar scarf. I want to make it, but sad thing, I can't read patterns. I know, you can't read patterns yet? Crazy. I don't know. I've tried and tried and I just can't seem to do it. So I had to make up the pattern, which I think is allowed. But I figured out the pattern with the help of a friend through trial and error. And because of that, I kind of already started making it. I already started making the scarf. I've gotten this far along. So a whole segment of colors. These are all the colors I'm going to use, plus red for the head, and for all of the little extra bits, I have some extra colors. I might have to go to Hobby Lobby because I need the right yellow. Yeah, basically I'm going to be documenting the process of making this. Well, the rest of the process, since I already started. I guess I just couldn't wait. I had to start. I was itching to start it. I needed to make sure I got the pattern down before I started actually recording anything for it, because I just wanted it set in stone, like what I was gonna do. And I feel like it'd be boring, like me trying to like figure out what to do in the trial and error, because it was failed attempt after failed attempt after failed attempt of trying to get it right, trying to make it look like the picture that I saw on Pinterest. So yeah, I'm gonna be documenting the process, and it's gonna be really fun and really exciting. I hope, I don't know, but yeah, this is what my first YouTube video is gonna be, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of this video is me talking about the process instead of really showing the process. I didn't really get to record myself many times crocheting, just because of when I did it mainly at night where the lighting wasn't that great. But I ended up getting a couple clips, like this is one of them where I got to show you guys of me crocheting. So I'm really sorry about that. I will try to do that better in the future to show you guys me actually doing the process instead of just talking about it. But anyways, hope you enjoy. So I've gotten a bit done on the scarf. I've gotten a good bit done on the scarf. I've gotten this much done. But I don't know, I'm thinking about some things. Like, for starters, like I'm trying to go off the reference picture that I saw on Pinterest. You know, make it not exact, but like pretty close. I didn't realize until it was too late that the beginning of the scarf, or the end, the butt of the caterpillar basically, is more small and rounded. I didn't do that. I made it a normal segment just like the rest of them. Excuse all the ends. Those are gonna be woven in at the end. As I was saying earlier, like something that I'm gonna have to like think about is how long to make this scarf. I don't know how long to make this scarf. I don't know if I should stop here, because right now, as it's not like wrapped around my neck, it is fallen at my, like past my hips. I don't know if I want it longer than that, or if I want to keep it at this length. Well, I do have to add one segment so I can finish the row of colors, but the one in the reference picture has like, I'm guessing I'm using a different weight yarn, because the one in the reference picture has, and also I'm definitely using a different pattern because I had to like make it up. And it's making theirs have more segments than mine, because I counted and mine looks like almost as long as theirs, and I have less segments than they do. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, see how long I can make this. I'm gonna have to sleep on it tonight. It is like 11 p.m. so I am done crocheting. I thought about starting over just so I could fix the butt of the caterpillar, but I don't really want to do that, so I'm not going to. But I am totally going to think about how long I'm gonna make this scarf. You know, where to stop, where to keep going, what color I'm gonna stop on. Because in the reference picture, they stop at like the lighter color. I don't know if I can show the reference picture. I don't want to like get in trouble. I don't know if it's copyrighted or whatever. But if you look up Very Hungry Caterpillar Scarf on Pinterest, it is probably like one of the first ones to pop up. So you'll know what I'm talking about. When I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to do all my normal wake up things and then work on this and update you guys with what I end up doing, or if I'm going to start on the head already. Who knows? It's going to be really fun. Okay, so I have figured out what I'm going to do. So before I tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to just explain a few things. So for the body of the scarf, there are 5 colors, 5 greens. There's this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And I stopped before I reached this color last night. So, and that's the last color of the 5 colors for each like segment, like row of segments. So I just have to add this color down here. So after I do that, I'm going to add this, this, and this color, and then I'm going to add the head. So I'm only going to add 4 more segments, and then I'm going to add the head because I don't want it to be too long. I really thought about it. I don't want it to be too long. I don't want it to be too short, which I don't think it is. I think it's at a good length right now, but I'm going to make it just a little bit longer just so I can like wrap around my neck and it could get to like a good length in the back. You know what I mean? So another thing that I've been like deliberating is, so in the reference picture, there are legs. They're like little legs, and it's at the end and at the beginning of the caterpillar. And I don't know if I want to add them or not. I have the brown, I have the exact brown that I need, but I don't know if I actually want to add it. I don't know if I want to use it. So I'm going to think about that when I'm making everything. When it's done, I'll add the legs, see if I like it. If I don't, I'll just take it off. I haven't decided if I'm going to change the yellow of the eyes or not. I don't have the pale yellow that I need, but I can go get it at Hobby Lobby, which I might do that today, honestly. Because I don't know if I like the yellow that I picked because it's too bright, and I don't have another yellow that matches the yellow of the picture because I like the yellow in the picture. It's a pale yellow. The one that I have now is like a butter yellow, and I'm not a big fan of that. I don't think that it looks good. So I might go there and get me a new yellow because I think that it would look like way better with the colors of the scarf. We're going to be talking about and recording a lot for the head too because I'm going to be making the appliques and trying to figure that out. I haven't figured out how to make the head yet. It looks pretty easy. It looks like kind of similar to the segments that I'm doing, just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to work on it today. I might get it finished. I might not. I know I have to weave in all these ends and I just really don't want to. You get all of these little strings everywhere and it just drives me nuts. But I gotta deal with it because I'm making a cool ass scarf. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to show you guys the process today. Work on it today. Maybe go to Hobby Lobby to get the yellow that I need, and then we'll go from there. So I went to Hobby Lobby. I decided to go with a cotton yarn, which is, everything else is acrylic, but I needed the color. I needed the right color. I needed the right color. They didn't have it in acrylic anywhere. So I got this one. It's the Crafter's Secret Cotton in this yellow. This is the perfect yellow. This is the best yellow that I could find. Now, with the eyes, I haven't decided what green I'm going to make, like the actual iris part or the pupil, I guess. So the main color of the eye is going to be yellow, and then it has like a little circle of green in the middle. And I haven't decided if I'm going to use this green or this green. And it's also going to be the same color as the nose or the mouth. I don't know if it's the nose or the mouth. Whatever it is. I haven't decided which green I'm going to make it. So what I'm going to do is probably make both options. I'm really stuck on what color I'm going to make the eyes and the nose, mouth. I'm just going to call it a nose. I'm about to work on the scarf now, finish the body, and then start on the head. So as I was making this, I ran out of this yarn, and on camera you can definitely kind of tell the difference between these. In person you can't really tell the difference. From far away you can't really tell the difference, but up close you can tell this one's like a little bit duller than this. This is more bright, but that's all I had. So I had to use the Mini Makers in teal to make this section. This is the last one of this color. It's the best I could do. I have to add one more. I have to add this color here, and then I'm going to be working on the head. I'm working on the last segment of the body now. I As you saw in the last clip, this segment, it is a bit of a different color. It's a different yarn that I used. I hope that it's not that much like of a difference. You can't really tell. I don't think you can tell that much. It looks pretty close, but it's just what I had. And I'm kind of upset that I didn't get to use the same yarn throughout, but it's okay. So this is the last segment, and I'm gonna be working on the head, which I've kind of planned out what the head is gonna be. I know I said we'll be like doing it together, but I was just been like thinking about it, and I think I can do it pretty easily. So I'm gonna keep it the same like width as these, like the same width. I'm just gonna make it a little bit taller. So do more of the middle rows and see what that looks like. If I don't like it, I can just rip it out and start over again on the head. I've also decided that I am going to do legs. It's the Very Hungry Caterpillar. Very Hungry Caterpillar has legs. So we have to include the legs because otherwise we're not being truthful to what the caterpillar looks like. When I crochet, I can't talk. I am so quiet. I like space out. I'm trying to get better at it because I want to do stuff like this where I talk and crochet at the same time. I can't not look. I have to look at what I'm crocheting or I'll mess up. I'm not good at multitasking, but I'm going to finish this and then work on the head. So I have these two reds here. This is the red that I was originally going to use. Don't mind my nails, I need to repaint them. This is the red I was originally going to use. I thought it was a little bit too bright. So I found this one, which is just a teensy bit darker, a little bit darker. And I think this is the red that I'm going to use for the head. So I'm starting on the head. I think the first method of like how I'm going to do the head is just elongating the middle, like doing this, but elongating the middle, adding a few more rows to make it a little bit longer. Keep the width, but make it longer and see if it will look the way I want it to. Also, so glad I changed the red. I really like this red better than the other one, but I'm going to keep working on it and see if it looks good. I ended up making the head like way too big. It looked really funny. It just didn't match the rest of the body. So I'm going to do what I originally did here, but then I'm going to taper it off at the end so it becomes round and see if that looks a bit better. Okay, I'm done crocheting the head. I think I like it like so much better than what it was before. It was like way too like bobblehead before. I think this is a good size compared to like the rest of the body. I tapered it at the end so that way it's a little bit more round instead of flat like this. And I think I like it so much better. Now I have to work on the appliques, the eyes, and the little nose slash mouth, and the antenna and the legs. So I've done the yellow part of the eyes. I haven't sewn them on yet. But you know how earlier I was talking about I don't know which green to go for the eyes and the nose slash mouth? I think I've decided that this is going to be the eyes and this is going to be the mouth. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because if you look at pictures of the Very Hungry Caterpillar, they're two different colors. And if you look at plushies of the Very Hungry Caterpillar, they're two different colors. So I've decided that I'm going to make it two different colors. Because if I'm going to make it like the picture, then I got to make it two different colors. I also made these ovals because I just like the picture, like the actual book. Because I think that's cuter. And I think it suits his little face. And I'm excited to finish the rest of his face and put them together. So I've made all the bits and pieces that are going to go on the caterpillar scarf. But with the legs, I'm going to crochet it onto the scarf instead of making them separate. Just because I feel like it'll be easier that way. So I'm going to weave in all these ends and then attach them to the scarf. I ended up gluing the pieces of the face on with fabric glue, and then I'm going to sew them in afterwards to make sure they're like really stuck in there. But I wanted them exactly where I wanted them, and I stretched out the circles so they became ovals because I didn't know how to crochet an oval. And right now it looks really good. I'm not going to show it yet because that's for the big reveal, but it's looking pretty good so far, and I just got to weave in the ends and then it'll be all done. So I'm basically in the home stretch. I'm almost done with the scarf. All I have to do is weave in the ends and then do the legs, which I haven't decided if I'm going to keep the legs or not, but I'm going to do them first to see how I like them. If I don't like them, I can just take them off and not even have to worry about it. But I have the perfect brown. This is the brown I'm going to be using. I think it's a wool. It's kind of scratchy, like a wool blend. So I will be using that for the legs. Also, I did say that I was going to sew on the pieces of the face for the face, like the eyes and the nose slash mouth. I still don't know what that is. I think it's his mouth. So I'm not going to be sewing anything because the fabric glue like really worked. It's like really stuck on there. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna keep it as it is. I might do like a couple stitches here and there to like really make sure it doesn't come off, but I'm not gonna like go all the way around it, you know what I mean, and like sew it up. I think that it's good the way that it is because I like pressed it with some books and I like let it sit overnight and it's really stuck on there. So I think it's pretty good. So all I have to do is do the ends, weave in the ends, and then do the legs. And then after that, I am basically done. I am done after that. And then I can do the big reveal. So I'm doing the legs and I kind of hate it. I don't like the way it looks. It throws it off. I might try a different way of doing it, but if I don't like it still, then I'm just gonna get rid of it and not do the legs and just weave in the ends and have it be done. I've woven in like 1/4 of the ends. It's really like getting on my nerves because I hate weaving in the ends. I'm gonna undo the legs and then maybe try a different way because I hate the way it looks right now. Okay, so I didn't add the legs. I didn't, because I ended up not liking the way it looked. I kept redoing it over and over and over again. I didn't like the way it looked, but that means that I finished the scarf. It's done. It's done, and I'm wearing it right now. So I'm gonna show you guys in 3, 2, 1, bam. Look at how cute it is. It's a little long, but look how cute the face is. I honestly prefer a longer scarf than a shorter scarf. I like to be able to wrap it around another time. I just think it's so cute. I think it's so cute. I love it. Honestly, figuring out how to make it was kind of stressing me out just because I was like, what am I gonna do if I can't figure out how to make these little bumps, you know? Because that's the way I wanted it. I didn't want a straight edge scarf. I wanted it to have bumps, just like a real caterpillar. I ended up figuring it out and I absolutely love it. Me and my friend just sat there. I didn't record this, but me and my friend just sat there and we just like worked it over and I kept crocheting and crocheting, just trying to figure it out, redoing it and redoing it and frogging it and frogging it. And I ended up figuring out how to do it. And I'm so happy that I did because I cannot read patterns for the life of me. I won in the end and I'm so happy that I did because I got the cutest scarf out of it. I know I did not record the process as much as I said I was going to, or as much as I probably should have. But to be fair, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know when to record. I don't know how much to record, and I don't know how much is boring to people. I feel like talking is the way I can get my point across. But if you have any constructive criticism as to what I should do, or maybe just some like helpful hints or just help in general, please leave some in the comments. That would be really, really appreciated. I would really love that. The scarf is finished and I'm really happy with it. So if you like this video, please leave a like. If you have any comments about it, please leave a comment down in the comment section. And if you want more content in the future, please subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. And maybe you could follow our journey to see the next way that art finds me. Bye-bye.